What's up, deep thinkers? It's Robert from Existence First. First of all, thank you to those who showed up yesterday. It was a great turnout for spiritual self defense. The topic was seeking approval and sort of the machinery of how that works. It's on Instagram for the next 24 hours on Instagram Live, so if you wanted to watch it, go to the Instagram. Okay, but today I'm going to talk about two ideas. These kind of came out of yesterday's workshop, but regardless of the source, they are very, very important ideas. Okay, so number one, we need to re examine the way that we relate to our thoughts. What do I mean by that? Just because our thoughts seem to be on the inside, we don't need to relate to them as if they are coming up from ourselves. We can treat them as external phenomena. For example, you go wine tasting and you taste this wine and you taste that wine and you taste that wine, and you make a judgment about those. It's very easy to do that because they're on the outside, right? They're external to you. And you say one is sweet and one is more, I don't know, sour or whatever. I don't do wine tasting, so you've got all these categories. And say, oh, this wine tastes like that. This wine tastes like that. This one has a more rich taste, right? Okay, so if we're going to talk about that, or if we're going to talk that way about things on the outside, let's also talk about our thoughts that way. So as you examine the thoughts that go through your mind, some thoughts could be very belittling. Some thoughts could be very empowering. And so on and so forth. There's all types of categories. But we need to start to divorce ourselves from this perception that our thoughts are within us, right? That's one idea. The second idea is this. We need to start putting a little bit more attention. We need to start learning more about the invisible. And what's the invisible? Well, let's make the invisible visible. One thing that came out of yesterday's lecture was that if in the current times you find yourself seeking approval too much, you probably had an experience earlier in life that caused you to get into that pattern, right? So now what we have to do is you need to go back in your memory 10, 15, 20 years ago, whatever, and find that event or that recurring experience or your early relationship with someone that started that thought pattern in motion. Then you find an event that happened last week that had the same shape. Maybe this one was a triangle. Now find the triangle event that happened last week. And you tie a string between the triangle that happened last week and the triangle that happened 10 or 20 years ago. And when you can start making the invisible visible, then you can go on and you can start to then change the shape if you so wish. All right? Make sure that if you're not on the Facebook, Instagram, all those channels that you follow, because I will be posting more and we're going to be doing more live events. So stay tuned, think deeply, and put your existence first.